Hey guys, welcome to the stream. So I'm gonna be doing my dailies first before we move on to Gunsmoke. Do have a lot of Yoohee showcase for you today. Ooh, it's already here. Okay. Combat exercise. So just doing dailies here, guys. Just feel free to send down, your questions if you have. It's a Monday, so hope your week is starting as good as mine. We'll be doing more videos tomorrow. Haven't uploaded since Saturday, so please bear with me. I'm actually catching up tomorrow on some of the things that I'm supposed to catch up. Combat simulation. No, let's go with this one. Okay, where were we? Formation, event. We do have no new event. I think that's happening tomorrow. So, right now. Okay, we're good. Platooned. Hello, Wonder. What's up? Doing well, bro. Just catching up on things to do. We're gonna be still waiting for neutral exchange tickets. I don't think that's gonna be, that's gonna be happening in probably could be in the next update, but not now. Anyway, the devs have shown that they are very generous in terms of giving us the what do you call this? The QOL updates ahead of time. So they have proven that they're generous in that department. So hopefully they could give it during the half-year anniversary. So we're going straight to... Okay, Gunsmoke it is. Gunsmoke. Okay, let me just collect these. We are nearing level 8. Half anniversary will be after this month. After this update. The next one is the half anniversary. I do hope Fake, is going to be out during the half anniversary because... It's right now the physical team is kind of lacking, and I do see I might or we might see a different meta happening in global. I'm actually thinking that because they put out Yoohee early, it might be that the meta here is gonna start with physical. So there might be a reason why Yoohee came early. So that is why I was able to invest in her at V3 because I don't want to go through the rerun Um, and I'm actually just waiting for Faye and probably Lainey. Hopefully Lainey comes early. I do wish Springfield would come early as well, but my guess is Springfield physical and electric would dominate after, for a while in our updates. Because again, why would they put out Yoohee if you're not gonna be supporting her with dolls that you need? There's no other reason not to do it. I don't see any, I don't see any reason that they would not do it, because it would be so disappointing if, if it's just her, then no Faye, no Lainey after. So I'm actually banking on physical team is fun. I like the mechanics of the physical team because you are going to be building up your ignore defense. Then once you're over 100%, then the excess would be converted into additional damage, which is what I like. Yeah, I know financial, but again, it's it's not gonna be a good look if they don't follow up with at least Faye. So with Faye, we could have a kind of a serviceable physical team already. Kind of. So we'll start off with our Gunsmoke here. The first team that I am going to be using is one of the supports that Yoohee can do. If she doesn't have a physical team right now, she could actually be used as a support for freeze, even at V1. So if you get her at more than V1, it's okay because there are heals. But V1 is gonna help her with the freeze team, and I'm actually going to be dropping. I'm not gonna be using Dush for this team, so let's try this out. I actually was able to try this yesterday, and damage looks good. Looks good. Hey, good evening. Good evening, Nightcrawler. What is up, bro? Yeah, Maki. I actually saw a Yoohee V6 in the team, so I'm gonna be using her later for the full what do you call this? The full physical team. Right now for the freeze team, freeze. It's gonna be a mix of freeze and corrosion for this run, the first run. So this is for interception. Okay, we do need Suomi. We don't have any, decent buffs for freeze. So this is, I think, the best one. Where's Suomi? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Then support. Well, let's use Klukai and Peritia. Peritia. You can always borrow, bro. Because again, as I've said, you could borrow a V6 Yoohee. I think we're the same team, right? You could borrow a V6 Yoohee here from Lunar. So I actually tried this yesterday, and V6 Yoohee actually deals a lot of damage. Well, we're gonna be showing that in a while. So, this is the first team, and let's see how it does. This one is mostly gonna be... Okay, let's do this on manual because with you here. Okay, let's do... Not gonna be doing this on manual. Let's do this on auto. 1, 2... Sorry. 1, 2... No. 1, 2... I think that's it. Okay, let's check this out. Juna, the sign of hope. I'm the only person in my clan that pulls for dupes plus weapons. You can always transfer to my platoon, bro, if you want more help. Welcome, Juna. Hello, Aiko. What's up, bro? So this is a mix of, for those who are just, just came in, this is a mix of Yoohee as support, plus you have Suomi here. So this Yoohee is V3, this is my Yoohee. We have Maki here, and we do have 2 corrosion characters here. You have Yoohee already? Nice. Yep, no medium penetration today. Yesterday was a big help. Really, really big help. Hello. Who is this? Oi, the boy. Yoohee, I noticed Yoohee, you can really you can actually auto her, especially if it's a boss, because the only thing there that she's gonna have to choose is gonna be on her passive, the 2 skills. But if you're not privy on either shelter or HP, then you can actually auto her here. Especially you have Sumi here. You don't really need the HP from her. What you need from her is gonna be, if you don't have Klukai in this lineup, what you need from her is going to be the defense down 2, which she gets in her V3. And what else? She also gives buffs. Attack up, I think, for everyone. So for our physical team later, that's more of a manual thing. I'm gonna be manualing that, since I do have QJ in that lineup. I don't want to break the all physical damage in terms of the buffs, so we need to manual that later. Fire team is gonna be, it's gonna be an all fire team in a while. Does Yoohee do any debuff cleansing on party? If I can recall, yes. It's specific to, I think it's specific to, is it specific to a specific debuff? We can check it out later. This team is just, you know, auto. Not really. It is a no-brainer because it is a mishmash team because of the buffs. Probably could reach around 4,000 for this lineup. If you don't have, okay, if you don't have Dash, you can actually replace Dash with Yoohee in a freeze team. Because if you're gonna be using a free, or probably add her as the 5th one, if because again, the freeze team right now doesn't have a defense down, which Yoohee has for V3. But even at V1, you can still use her with the freeze team because of the buffs that she's giving the freeze team. My god, I've seen her damaged V6. It's crazy. as Lanix. What's up, bro? We're just starting with Gunsmoke here. And I'm starting with a mix of freeze, corrosion, plus Yoohee as support. I do have a... We're gonna be seeing Yoohee at V6 later. Right now, this is Yoohee at V3. This is the one that I have. But there's a platoon member that has a V6 Yoohee that we'll be using later in the all physical team. Not really all. You have QJ there, but we'll have to manual that to ensure that she doesn't fire off her burn, burn skills. Yep. Anonymous, hello. You can hit for 160k damage. I know. Insane damage. Insane damage. So even this team is gonna be reaching for, well, you have Klukai here, so what do you expect? You have Klukai V6 here. We're gonna be doing the full physical team in a while. For the fire team, I don't think I'd be able to equip Klukai that team because I'll be using not Klukai, yes Klukai, because I'll be getting QJ from a support. Yep, Wawa time. The meta for global is gonna be, if it doesn't follow the remaining, because right now we more or less know who's coming next. After that, I do hope they announce 3 again so that we can prepare. So next update is gonna be Chao Hui and it's gonna be Klukai. So after that, I hope that they would tease 3 more dolls so that we could prepare for our future polls. And that would really help us big, honestly. If we do one at a time, it's, it's gonna be hard to predict what comes after next. So I do have a couple of videos out by tomorrow. Set up to do them. I didn't have time today because I did some errands on a Monday, did some chores. So tomorrow I'll be at home more or less and be able to crank out those videos for Yoohee. It's really wise to spend for Springfield. Really wise. I'm actually just wasting my collapse pieces for Yoohee, and the next one would be Klukai because I wanted to bring my Klukai to V6. Okay, so the next one is going to be... Okay, we're gonna be using light penetration. This is going to be for the pure I already made changes to my QJ, so I unequipped her what do you call this? Her mod key. So let us use a Yoohee V6. So if you guys are a member of my platoon, take note that Lunar has shared with us a Yoohee V6. Just in case if you want to use this. Yoohee V6. This is crazy. So, who's missing? Okay. Missing is Vepley. So, I have Yoohee V6. I have Vepley V6. I have Dayan V4, I have QJ V5, and Peritia I think is at V2. If I'm not mistaken. So this is for light ammo, ignores 50% of defense target. Okay, let's try this out. Yeah, the Yoohee V Lunar is I think a whale. Physical team doesn't have a healer, does it? No full-time healer, but they have Yoohee is gonna be their healer for now. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna be manualing this, so is this Yoohee? Okay, Yoohee. Then we have Vepley. Then we have Dayan. Oh, I can swap in and out keys between runs, but this QJ can no longer be used. I have to equip another QJ from a support. She's better than Senya, definitely. Cheetah, kind of the same, I think. Okay, manual time. So the buff here is light ammo penetration. Let's start with her. Just make sure that we get covered. This is Yoohee V6, guys. Then she shoots. That is available in V3. After choosing a passive, that's available in V3. So you can use that. This is a... Is the QJ really without expanded key? Yes, this... She doesn't have mod key right now. You can use her in a physical team without her mod key. But the need to manual playing the physical team if she's in there. Who's combat power? 2. QJ. 2 is the minimum. Sorry. Is it 2 or is it 3? V3. V3, right? I think it's V3. Oh, this Yoohee. She's at 13, I think. Probably not tuned well. So after one round, she does have 4. She does have 4. For never give up. So she gets that at V3. What common key does QJ have? One common key that I'm using is giving her more damage if it's an out of turn what do you call this? Shot. Yep, attack boost, attack, and crit. Because HP doesn't help her. So it's gonna be attack, attack boost, attack flat, attack. Then you go with crit rate and crit damage. I forgot, bro. Let's check that out later. What I equipped. I actually forgot. Let me just recall. I don't think I could recall. I'd have to see what, you know, what I have on her. Also, you need to manual this or else people will be shooting at that tail. So 265. That is 265 in Nord defense. My god. That is crazy. Probably could. Actually, didn't know that, but I'd probably waste some of my lower damage on that tail. Or I'm gonna have to move Vepley for that AoE. Yep. Only Vepley has AoE, so I'm gonna have to reposition her. Okay. Is the Yoohee buff support attack from QJ or is it just it's actually only for active attack? Her support doesn't have ignore the ignore defense buff. So that is the only drawback, I think. But again, you still bring Yoohee because of, you know, the DPS that she brings, even if without ignore defense. Hey, Pikachu. Do some heals here again. Wow. Another one? Heals. Okay, let's transfer to shelter. Okay. Oh my god. It's not active, but let's finish this off. The tail. Okay. Yep, Yoohee has a 60k hit. But this is V6. Take note, guys, that this is V6. This is not the V3 that I have. I just borrowed this from a platoon member. So if you're a member of the platoon, you can actually borrow that. Same, same Yoohee that he has. Oh, nice. Let's do... She's very helpful, though, in giving out heals. Shouldn't you be targeting QJ and Diane instead of the robot? For the heals? I actually targeted the robot because there was an AoE damage there. Shoot. There you go. That was 77. Okay. Where do I go? Not there. Let's transfer to the other side. So 180, 190 ignore defense. Crazy. Three, 8. Uh-huh. I actually agree. She doesn't need to be held more. What I mean, Dayan, because she's been waiting for this team for quite a while. So again, going back to my thought, I am actually thinking that they might prioritize rolling out. What do you call this? They might prioritize rolling out dolls for the physical team. Okay, last turn. Let's just spray it on the boss. Yep. Lainey's a physical element. Okay, last one. And action. You can actually put her in here. I would suggest you take out Papasha and swap in Lainey. That would be your team. If Faye comes in, you swap out okay. So Lainey and Faye come in, you swap out Vepli, and you swap out Papasha. If you want a pure physical team without QJ, you can actually build it already with Lainey. You just have to take out Papasha in that team. 4-3. Okay, last one would be our fire team, which is all I have left. We're gonna be borrowing a QJ from somebody. So fire is, let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, and QJ. Borrow QJ. Okay, let's get this one. 5. Okay, this one is simpler. We could do an auto for this team. Dayan Ulred, could be Ulred. Dayan Yoohee, Faye, Laney. Could be Ulred. Could be Vepley. I don't know, bro. When that's gonna be happening? Hopefully soon. Hopefully on the 6th anniversary. Sorry, 6-month anniversary. Someday we just have to dream first. 1, 2. Okay, I think we're good. This is auto. I don't think we need to manual this. But this team is hopefully this reaches 4,000. Yesterday I was able to reach, I think, 3.5 for the bird team on auto. But yesterday they had a different buff. So hopefully today we could have a better showing for them. QJ is at V5. Set is at V2. Sharkry V6. Senya V6. Vector is at V3. Fire team looks great. Especially if Chihuahua is gonna be arriving in global. Much better. They would be more complete for Gunsmoke. You could just, take out Senya for this lineup. So turn 2, we're at oh nice, we're at 1-4. You did 4K yesterday? Was it a pure fire team or did you splash in Klukai V6? Nice, you already farmed for Kiwa? Yeah, definitely they're gonna be reaching for something. It's the all fire team that I'm worried about that won't be able to reach 4K. Oh, nice. So 4-8 with Kluk. This team might reach 4, but not really sure. We're at turn 4 already. What to do? Aim for the AR stuff and How many days do we have for the next teaser? The update. The update came live. The current one was I think last week. 22. So we could have a teaser on June 5th out for the next update. That is less than 2 weeks. So we'll know if Chao Hui is gonna be the lone limited banner. If not, then we'll have a surprise. Hopefully for the update is gonna be on June 12th. So the teaser will be out on June 5th. I don't think we'd reach 4,000 with this team. Could be 3.5 plus or 3.6, I think. Should you go for Scent? At this point, she's an upgrade really for Senya. So I think you should. Hey, stealing your dinner. I think you should, at least for V1. Yeah, 3.5 is the cut for this. Already lost to 50-50? V0 is actually good. It's she's serviceable already at V0. V1 is gonna give buffs to 2 of your allies. Okay, so points ranking. So 4.6 was my highest yesterday. Whoa, Bient had 5.2. What did he bring? So that's weird because the platoon is at the top 1%. That is weird. Well, 4.6, bro, is... I know. 4.6 is already outstanding. It's more of the collective that I'm, that I'm after. The collective score. Because, well, we're at 1%. It rarely happens. Probably most of these teams don't have Yoohee. Or haven't built Yoohee except for the very, very whale teams. Nice. You're rank 1 in your platoon? Skipping everyone for Springfield. I wish I had that mentality, but I can't. I actually must pull for almost everybody. Yeah, I know. You're top 1 in your platoon. What? Oh! Okay. So we don't have any haven't had any what do you call this? New events. I'm actually finished this and claim most of it. Let's do boundary push. Okay, what are the bosses here? This one is Hydro. Oh my god, it's mostly Hydro, and there are no other. Who's broke? I'm also broke. Yoohee broke the bank. Okay, let's go first with the easiest one here, which is gonna be Klukai. Then who else? Michti, Peritia, and I'm gonna be using all corrosion here. Lecture is gonna be fun. Fire now is actually fun. I tell you guys, physical is gonna be fun if it has the right characters for the team. What? What happened to my internet? Okay. Where is the boss? There you go. Oh shoot. Which team? They're almost the same. I think electric. I'd go with electric. If the category is the hot ones. Electric is gonna be one of the, it's heavy on, you know, on babes really. So you have Andoris. Oh no. Andoris. Well, depends on the appeal. I would go with physical. Because you have Yoohee, you have Lainey, you have who else? Yoohee, Lainey. Is it done? Okay, just to get this out. Who else is in the physical team? You have Dayan. Yoohee, Lainey, Dayan. Groza. I think the physical team wins it. There's a good chance that they win it. What area? Yep, Groza is physical. Doesn't have much, much DPS. She's more of utility. This one is also... Okay, let's go with freeze for this. Freeze, freeze, freeze. 1, 2, 3, and who's the fourth one? There you go. Alter Groza. My question is she coming out? Did she come out in CN? Oh, I'm so far. Where the heck is the exit? Can I go the other side? Oh my god, no. See, this is the way. What? Can't push through? Oh. What is happening to my internet? So we need to go through that. Oh my lord. To break something. SMG, right? No, shotgun. Nah, I'm going to go through here. Okay, let's... This is too far. To go up? Shooting circle things. Okay. Jump. Jump. You're asleep. Uh-huh. Okay, let's play this well. Can't abuse the stage without. Okay, I think this is a move far, move far. There you go. What? Ha! All of them are up there. Haha. Two more guys. Okay. Need to collect crates. In her file says her body was rebuilt using a Honda Civic bumper. Really? Whose body is that? Okay, two more to go. Level 10. What do I get on level 10? Who gets a run at this? Okay, so this one is okay, let's use fire team here. Sorry. Need to just equip this. Fire team. One. Next is Vector. Next is Scent. And the last one is going to be Sharkery. Okay, where's the boss at? It's near. Okay. Let's keep this simple, guys.
Yoohee. 了解。 Yoohee.
Forgot there's a barrel. No, 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 not there. He woke up. Okay, a few more barrels to go. It's gonna be quick. It is interesting to me that the Yoohee sees both Sharkri and Ripley as her idol senpais. Really? So she looks up to them. Can we have a K-pop buff for the K-pop team? That would be interesting. What do you mean didn't kill it? The barrel didn't kill it. Still had to go into battle. So we need one more. Should be 4, not 3. Okay, one more. One more, boss. Okay, Yoohee. Then let's do Vepli. Then let's do who else? Physical team? Don't have much. Dayan. Papasha. Please have a shortcut. Are you mean for a healer? I do have Yoohee though, so I wouldn't need a healer. Kinda. Oh shoot. Okay. Where is the path? Oh, there it is. For Yoohee? Yeah, she has 16k. That's, I think, R5 Planeta. Yoohee on steroids. Okay. No, not that one. Shotgun, I think. Not that one as well. SMG. Yep, SMG. But there are a lot of people there. Have to take this. Hello, 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 your uncle. Oh, he's in the middle. Oh my god, I was seen. Anyway, it's okay. Let's try to take this out. All of them are on top. With a shield. Uh-huh. Okay, let's pour it on the boss, guys. Don't have much. Yoohee is your wife? Hey, Leon. There you go. Okay. Path, please. One. Who's the other one? Springfield? Sadistic lolly healers? I know the other one is Florence, but who's the other one? I got the V3. Yoohee. Oh, Colgate. Yeah. So the current build that I have, let's I'm gonna be sharing with you guys the build. Let me just collect some of these first. What did it mean S? Coffney is an S. S what? S tier? Okay, so for the Yoohee that I have, she's actually at... This is overkill because I'm letting her use Planeta. This is 5, calibration 5. So right now, okay, there was a question earlier before we go to that. QJ, common keys for QJ are gonna be, what I did was, this is the most important one, increase damage dealt outside of unit's turn. The next one is at the start of the turn, if an enemy unit has a burn debuff, attack is increased by 8. And the last one, just to increase her movement, is this one, because also this is crit rate 5%. That is how I built it. Why do we make her dance? In the dorm? This one? Okay, there's another one. Sorry. This one is actually better. It's bouncier, actually. Okay, in terms of the build, well, I want to say this now. In terms of fortification, if you need the buffs like stability offensive 2 and stability offensive, stability offensive 2 and the attack 2, this is actually serviceable. This is actually a very good build already. At tier 2, if you don't have a healer, definitely this will help you. Plus, there is the defense down 2 is going to be available in the V2. V3 is going to give her an extra attack with her improv, which is, I think, skill 1, when she does Best Dancer, and she does have an extra stack. So, what does that mean is during the first turn that she does all of those things, you could already get 4 stacks of Never Give Up on the first turn. That is how crucial the third copy is. So that explains basically everything. That is why V3 is important as a support The rest from segment 4, 5, and 6, these are basically buffs to give Yoohee additional damage. So, again, no need to go further unless you're really a big fan of her and want to use her. I'll probably turn her into V6 once I confirm that she has a very good team to go with her. Series is a operative in Snowbreak. Yeah, kind of similar to Series in terms of height and build. So what I did was for the Helix, this one, okay. So I'm gonna give you guys a tip. If you don't give her this one, you don't give her this. You give this to Diane, the common key main dancer's might, because I just want to explain this. The common key main. Okay, this is kind of tricky. So, where's the common key? Okay, this one is from Yoohee. So, if you pass this to Diane, so it says here, when dealing damage which contains ammo attribute, the damage dealt is increased to 10% by 10%. So, the damage attribute is actually the icon. Okay, when they say damage attribute, it's actually the icon for this. If you can see here, the ultimate of Diane has a medium ammo icon, an X. So that skill is going to be dealing 10% more. Okay? It's actually fitting for Diane because she uses this a lot. So all of her damage skills have icons, which gives her 10% add-on for each of those damage. Hello, Below Kun. So, if you unlock this, if you unlock the common key of Yoohee, definitely it's gonna be going to Diane. Okay, so Diane has this. For her, what I did was for the fixed key. This one is nice. She doesn't have much. The weird thing about her fixed keys is it doesn't. Most of them are really bad. So okay, let's go to the bad first. So after triggering, Best Dancer restores HP equal to 20% of max HP. You don't really need this because she frequently heals the team, including herself. You won't need this. This one can be used. So after the active skill Soul of Dance to inflict stun to an enemy target, which when stun is removed, applies movement denied to the target for 1 turn. This could be good, but I have a better solution for that. Let's talk about that later. This one, if Yui does not move this turn, her basic attack and active skill range is increased by 3 tiles on her next turn. This is actually weird. Don't use this. So these two you don't use. What I used is the first one is giving her extra 10% on her attack when Never Give Up is in effect, which is gonna be up all the time. So the next one is yep, it also is good for Maki's interceptions, but I'd rather give it to Diane because they're gonna be together most of the time. So anybody that fits, that has an ammo insignia on a skill, they can use that key. So that one is also correct. The common key for Yoohee can be used for Maki's interceptions. Okay, so going back, Tempo Resonance, this is the second one. So using an active skill, Improv cleanses 1 random buff from the target before the attack resolves. So in the future, if you need a cleanse for a boss, and if you don't have a cleanser, let's say you don't want to waste Diane's cleanse, this one is also going to be working. So you have Diane and Yoohee to do the cleanse for a boss. Okay? The third one is when an active skill, Improv, expands additional confectance index, critical damage dealt is increased by 5. This is nice. Critical damage is small, so if you won't use this, you can actually use this one. Infectious Emotions. Okay? So for her, what I did was I built her with crit rate just to increase her crit rate to 70, attack boost, and health boost. So just mainly stat boosts for her. So I have her at 70 crit rate. Crit damage is 156. Another key thing that you might want to consider if you're choosing between Planeta and the other one is Golden Melody, I think. Golden Melody is not gonna support her well. It's just an add-on as a free-to-play weapon, but if you have Planeta on Yoohee, this works better on her. Not only that, she has crit damage plus 25%, but the extra turn here, this can stack quick with Yoohee. So when a kill is made after this unit's extra action, ends, damage dealt by active skills is increased by 5%. So this is rated calibration 5. So this is going to be stacking more. Go, dude. No problem. So that's it. So far, I'm gonna be ending it here. I'm gonna be taking her to V6 probably when we do have a full physical team. Right now in the global meta, you can use her in a freeze team. You can swap out Dash for Yoohee. You can do that if you don't have Dash. You can use Suomi, Maki, Lota, and Yoohee for that freeze team. If you want a fifth one, definitely you'll have to have Dash for that freeze team. So I think that is it. For fire, we are complete. For corrosion, I don't think she's gonna be helping much in corrosion. Corrosion is already overpowered with Cloakai heading that, and the rest of our teams are still missing. Yeah, I know. Really high value on that one. So I just hope that we're gonna be seeing more physical dolls in the future. Gonna be seeing more of her in action though. So that is it. I don't think we have more to showcase for tonight. Guys, if we do have more content, if some of these open, we do have challenge to be open soon. I think there's another event coming in. What's the total of her skin plus parts? Let me just check. I think it's 15. Yeah, 15. Correct. And the parts would be these. So accessories here. I like this one better, or this one. And obviously either you go with that or you go with this one, not this one. There you go. So really good for the dorm. Pondering. Okay, let's play around with this one. I think there's a back view to this. See? That is the back view. So it is worth it. It is worth it. So another one. Let's go back. Okay, go down. Okie doke. I think we're good. So hopefully this week I could I could stream again. It's actually worth it. Hopefully I could stream again with more content for Girls Frontline. Tomorrow I will have videos out. Been wanting to upload them but didn't have the time today. So definitely tomorrow I'll upload all of them. And guys, thank you very much for dropping by the stream. I'll see you in a bit in the next few days. And take care, guys. Stay safe. This is your Warden, and I'm out of here. Bye, guys.